All right, guys, so I've got a ton of questions on this new Dream For All program that's coming out March 27th. That's going to provide 20% in down payment assistance for it. The biggest quote unquote catch to it is that you not only have to pay back the 20% in assistance, but you'll also have to give up 20% of your equity when you sell or you refinance the home as part of a shared equity component to it. So I ran the numbers because I want to make sure that I'm educating my clients as much as possible. And I like to play devil's advocate a little bit. I've got the numbers here in front of me. I want to go through two different scenarios. Scenario number one is if you use our current down payment assistance program called the My Home program that provides 3% in down payment assistance on a conventional loan. With this program, you get the 3% in assistance and then you pay it back whenever you sell or you refinance the home at a 1% simple interest rate. And then scenario number two is going to be if you use the Dream For All program with 20% in down payment assistance, but there is a shared equity component to it. With the Dream For All program, you get the 20% assistance and then you pay that back at a 0% interest rate, but you have to give up 20% of any gained equity from the time that you buy the home to the time that you sell. You see a few different columns here. I wanted to do apples to apples, so I did the same exact purchase price for both programs. If you buy a house at $500,000, on the left-hand side, if you use the My Home program with only 3% in down payment assistance, they'll give you $15,000 in terms of your down payment. If you use the Dream For All program, they'll give you $100,000 and that'll be your down payment. Monthly mortgage payment on the My Home program is going to be $38.52 per month. On the Dream For All program, it's going to be $31.49 per month. So there's a $703 monthly savings on that because you have a much higher down payment. And you also get to avoid PMI. So in this particular case, you'll see the fourth row show a $703 monthly savings because of that higher down payment and no PMI. And the next column below that shows you the savings. If you were to take that $703 a month and put that into a savings account after 60 months or 5 years, you'll have accumulated $42,180. Assuming that no interest was paid on that, you just put it in a savings account and put it away. You can put it in a shoebox if you want. The next row shows what your home could potentially be worth at 5 years with a 5% appreciation rate. They're both going to be the same, right? Because we buy a $500,000 home, so it's apples to apples. The value would be estimated at $638,000 and change. See, the equity difference from the time of purchase at 5 years is $138,000. So how this number is computed is $638,140 minus the $500,000 that you originally purchased the home at. The next row shows the equity share component to it. So if you're using the My Home program, there's no equity share component to it. They just want that $15,000 paid back plus the 1% interest. So this one is zeroed out. But if you look at the Dream For All, you'll have to give up 20% of your equity. So your equity that's shown is $138,000 and change. 20% of that is going to be $27,628 that you'll have to pay back to CalHFA. Row below that shows the CalHFA original assistance to be paid back. So with the My Home program, you'll have to pay back the $15,000 plus a 1% rate over 5 years. That would be $15,750, assuming a simple interest rate. On the right-hand side, you'll see the Dream For All, $100,000. That's the original assistance that they gave you. So you have to give back that assistance. It's already in your equity, but you have to give it back now. So you have to give back $100,000, which is significantly more. Now the row below that is really important. That's your loan balance payoff. I ran these scenarios through an amortization calculator. And after the 5-year mark on the My Home program on the left-hand side, you'll have to pay your bank off. You'll still have a mortgage after 5 years, assuming you make just the regular on-time payments. You have to pay back $454,013. And then on the right-hand side, because you started off with a much lower loan amount, you only have to pay back $374,000 and change. Next row below that shows your proceeds. So after you pay off the bank, after you pay back the assistance, what's left for you? On the My Home program, you'll see that there's $168,377 left. And how this is calculated is the home value at $638,000 minus the loan balance payoff of $454,000 minus the CalHFA original assistance that you had to pay back of $15,750 on the My Home. Right-hand side with the Dream For All, you'll see $178,249. And how this is calculated is the home value of $638,140 minus the equity share that you have to pay back of $27,000 and change minus the original $100,000 assistance that you have to pay back, plus you're adding in the $42,000 in savings over that 5-year period of time. So that $703 that you took and you put it in a savings account, you're adding back in there because you were able to save that money. So there you have it, side by side, same exact home. You can use a current My Home down payment assistance program or the Dream For All program, and you'll see that when you sell in 5 years, you'll end up getting $178 from Dream For All versus $168 from My Home, and the difference in that is $98.72. So always run the numbers, have your lender, have your loan officer run the numbers, give you a comparison. If you're nervous about it, I'm really big on just let the numbers speak for themselves. But don't let people's opinion of it influence your decision, because everyone thinks about money a little bit differently. And when you let the numbers speak for themselves, I think it paints a story on which option might be a better option for you.